This here from Spin says judge dismisses sexual assault lawsuit against Marilyn Manson. They left out something. A federal judge, not just a county judge or something like that. Let's see what we got. And it begins. A California judge has dismissed a sexual assault, human moving around, and unlawful imprisonment lawsuit brought against Marilyn Manson by model Ashley Morgan Smithline. Manson-born Brian Warner has denied all allegations. I'll have to abbreviate some terms because of rules and regulations and things like that. Maybe you know the deal, maybe you don't. Anyway, Judge Fernando dismissed the case yesterday, January 3rd, after Smithline failed to hire a new attorney to choose to represent her within a 90-day window set forth in court in early October. At that time, Smithline's attorney, J. Al Wagner, withdrew his representation. It seems like he did so because there was poor communications with him. Now, that's the allegation. We've got some text between them. He didn't think it was her texting back, things like that. I'm not sure of what the exact facts were, but I am sure she was very tough to work with, and obviously the fact is he gave up. We thank and commend Ashley Smithline for dismissing her claims against Brian Warner without seeking or receiving anything in return, says Manson attorney Howard King. Ms. Smithline has refused to be manipulated by others who are trying to pursue their own agendas against Mr. Warner. We wish her well and will continue to work to assure that a significant price will be paid to those who have tried to abuse our legal system. Sounds like a fair statement. It could be she was just like, I can't be part of this anymore. I have a conscience. I can't do this. And, not for nothing, but maybe it wasn't raising her profile as much as he thought it would. I mean, who hears about her aside from this? Manson's legal team says that Smithline was manipulated into fabricating lies about the musician and that L. Wagner intentionally misrepresented Smithline's whereabouts to postpone an earlier deposition. According to a filing from September, Smithline also apparently fired L. Wagner last April, although he continued communicating with Manson's attorneys for several months. Smithline went public with her allegations in May in a 2021 interview with People and filed a suit against Manson shortly after that. Of course, People's always on the side of Amber and the accusers of Manson. They can't just report something fair and balanced. Okay, if you want to take the accuser's side, you want to look good, you want to look like somebody who has sympathy and things like that, without evidence, by the way, because they had no proof. But if you want to do that, at least feature both sides of the argument. Be responsible. People's about people. Marilyn Manson and Johnny Depp are people. And I say Johnny because they never took Johnny's side either. It's pretty much all on Amber's side, except for some brutal facts they couldn't fail to mention, or they'd look stupid. She alleged that she first connected with Manson in 2010, now 13 years ago, by the way, with the promise of him casting her in a film which would have been a remake of True Romance. Right, that was a great movie, by the way. She moved back from Bangkok, where she was modeling at the time, to Los Angeles, where he lived. Mr. Warner knew these offers to be fraudulent. No effort was made to complete production of the film project, and to date, nothing from that project has been published, the suit alleged. Well, I mean, of course, True Romance never had a sequel. This is like 13 years ago. Of course not. Did he say that? I don't know. Who knows? Mr. Warner merely used the film project as a pretense to lure Miss Smithline to the United States. According to the suit, the relationship went south after that, with Manson allegedly berating Smithline in front of his bandmates. She said that he carved his initials MM into her thigh and that he threw a Nazi knife at her, whipped, shook, and strangled her. Why would he do that? I guess she still has that MM carved in her thigh? Then it goes on to say that Ashley Waters also had her case dismissed due to lack of evidence and statute of limitations, but lack of evidence, I think, is the main point I want to bring home. So that's two big ones down, and what we have left is Esme Bianco from Game of Thrones, and Marilyn is suing Evan Rachel Wood and Ilma Gore for defamation, intentional infliction of emotional stress, violation of the Comprehensive Computer Data and Access Fraud Act, and impersonation over the internet. So I'm going to assume those two final cases will go through. I personally don't think that Esme Bianco will give up. She got on Game of Thrones. She almost got her career started. So I just don't think she's going to throw in the towel. She's going to probably try to go through with this and get a win in court. I don't think she will. We shall see. Let me know what you think down below. Doing pop culture, entertainment, Manson, following little Andrew Tate, That First Heard, still going on. And if you're not subscribed here, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.